I thought you were going to introduce me. Hello, this is Faal Gamio, and this is our presentation of.
What's the presentation about?
Oh, well, the presentation is about not really religion, but I guess you could say it is. But it's in reference to Revelations 21:16
James is on with you.
that refers to the city that was shaped like a cube. And once again, it's Revelations
See,
21:16.
ask James if he can hear you.
James, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, I heard him say yes.
You gotta put headphones on and tell him, James, you live. Everybody see you. Y'all see everybody. Put them on that way you can hear.
Okay,
Can you hear yourself?
yes.
James, can you hear him? You locked in?
Yeah. Yes, I can hear you.
You gotta turn your phone up. Or let me see. Say something now.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, cut the volume on your phone up.
Can you hear me?
Barely.
I don't know why you coming in muffled like that. Mm-mm-mm. Keep on talking, man.
Okay, so once again, like he said,
No, James, keep on saying something.
we want to discuss Revelations 21:16.
James, say something. He didn't cut off again. Man, we just waiting on you. Just
Oh,
go
okay.
ahead, fight.
Okay. All right. So once again, Revelations 21:16, and the how it coincides with.
You guys can hear me, right?
He's back.
Yeah, he back, but can't hardly hear him. You gotta cut your phone up.
I didn't do that. They doing that.
I can't hear you. You live right now.
I
Everybody
cannot
see you.
control the volume. The volume is high as it'll go.
The
They,
volume's as high as it go.
yes. Powers that be is in charge. Go ahead.
Powers that be. Let me see. Y'all talking, man.
Okay, so I'll continue. so, uh, so once again, Revelations and the black cube and how it refers to Jupiter's hexagram and its mathematical meaning. So I don't have a Bible in front of me. And so, anyway, I will start with 21:16. Okay, where it says the city was shaped like a cube because it was just as high as it was wide. When the angel measured the city, it was about 2,400 kilometers high and 2,400 kilometers wide. Okay. Um, I turned it down. I don't know what's going on. 1 second, please. Do you have a Bible available?
I don't have a hardback. Anything I got, it's gonna be a digital.
Okay. Caller, do you have one available?
Hey James, you got a Bible on
Yes, sir, always.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure they're not going to be able to hear me.
you? You know, people just seeing you being silent, right?
Yeah, I was trying to give him a chance to.
They need a chance for you to say something.
Okay. All right. So until we can find a Bible, let's
I
move
got a
on
Bible.
to Jupiter's.
Just imagine we in church and we.
I have a Bible.
I'm not a preacher.
I'm just saying you got a message you trying to send, and just everybody just sitting up here looking at you like what?
Okay. Anyway, we'll move on to the corresponding uh, segment that says Jupiter's hexagram and its mathematical meaning.
And
So
we had T Cell saying, "Yo, what's the word?" He want to know what the word is.
the link between Revelation and the planet Jupiter with the hexagram, that's, you know, uh, amateur astronomers as well as, um, those that do this for a living are able to see, you know. So anyway, so if you bounce down to Terrence Howard and Billy Carson, you know, about the flower of life.
James, can you hear us? James, can you hear us?
Can you hear me?
Okay.
You still can't hear me, can you?
You got to go come off mute because I think you're on mute now.
Nope. They're not going to let you hear me.
Yeah, this this has been an example of how not to run the cast. Brought to you by the greatest Mayweather, Mayberry, the greatest Mayberry,
That is me, the greatest Mayberry.
the greatest Mayberry. That's what Sandra call you, Mayberry.
Mayberry.
Man, and James just sitting there, he just looking like he talking, but I can't hear him. I could hear him at first, but now I don't hear nothing. Yeah.
Okay.
Don't throw the phone, man. Look, don't throw the phone.
No, I'm not.
This is gonna be our biggest show ever. They're gonna be like, man, it was just so. It was like, wow, I couldn't believe it.
And then the next ones are, award
Oh,
winning.
James saying they're not gonna. So they not gonna let us hear you, man. You gotta take it off of mute.
Now, Liberty just texted me and she says there's a lot of weird energy. A whole bunch of crazy stuff is happening.
Where?
Out, out on
Is
the
she
street.
watching you?
I don't know. That's what I'm trying to figure out. But anyway, so as not to hold up, our our time or your time. The next segment, once again, was about the spiritual meaning of the hexagram. Okay, I'll just read that since I don't have a Bible in front of me. The hexagram, like the pentagram, was and is used in practices of the occult and ceremonial magic. Now, if you look back on the Star of David or the Star of Solomon, it's the same um, symbol that represented.
James said, "I will understand one day." Say they not gonna let you hear me. You will understand one day.
Okay, so anyway, so the hexagram, like the pentagram, wasn't as used in practices of the occult and ceremony magic, and is attributed to the.
Go out and come back in. There's some coffee.
We listening. Still
Okay.
keep talking over us.
And is attributed to the 7 old planets outlined in astrology. No, I don't condone any of that stuff. I'm just
You don't condone what?
astrology and all of this other stuff.
You don't believe that it's real at all?
Oh no, it's very real. I just don't adhere to it.
But what you mean condone?
Well,
He said cancel. He said kick him out of it.
He already up.
Oh, you already out.
okay, not condone, but I don't attribute to those type of practices.
Okay.
Okay, so then anyway, it continues on. It says the 6-pointed star is commonly used both as a talisman and for the conjuring of spirits and spiritual forces in diverse forms of occult magic.
So, okay, you reading this stuff, but break this down to me on how and why and what this means to you. What? Okay, so we're talking about a cube that you say is on Jupiter or Saturn or something.
Uh-huh.
Why is that important? What does that mean to you? What caused you to even start being interested specifically in that by itself?
Because the people that adhere to, once again, like Masonry and the Book of Solomon and things of that nature, by trying to figure out the meanings of all of the symbols, they're opening themselves up to not really occult stuff, but like forms of, I may as well say that, forms of possession and things of that nature. So, by these scientists or theorists, whatever you want to call them, by opening up all of that, for almost a couple of years now, maybe longer. I'm not sure because I really don't, watch their podcast. But they keep trying to figure it out, and once again, it all has like negative connotations.
So, what has negative connotations?
Experimenting with the flower of life or whatever it is they want to call it.
So you're saying that actor is doing now?
And
He's conjuring up stuff that he don't know about.
Yeah, exactly. Because, like I keep saying, they call it, and it's in every religion, since time began.
Okay.
So all of the symbols and stuff of that nature.
So what causes you to believe that it's something that they're conjuring up that they don't get understanding that has been around for eternity?
Because it continues to repeat itself. And the symbols that they're using or that keep showing up are, once again, the Star of David. It was actually called the Star of Rahim or something of that nature. And he was a chief scribe of Bill, the god Bill and things of that nature. So, it's like the same trap. So when they say curiosity kills the cat or killed the cat and things of that nature, and it's kind of like a repeat. So with them, exploring all of this, they're just
now. Who are them?
The like Terrence Howard, Billy Carson, all of these, whatever they call themselves.
Okay.
But then it makes, their listeners curious, so they start, delving into it. And, the more energy that you give it, the more powerful it becomes. Now, what people don't realize, the purpose of the hexagram on the planet You know,
What's the purpose?
we'll share that part at another time. But the it's the same cube that's in Revelation. You know, same black cube. You know, and if you look in Revelation, toward the end, it actually somehow teleports itself here on Earth, and it's made, or you know, it's all designed to make us feel that this is something positive. Okay, I'm sorry.
Just put it on vibrate.
I was trying. Nothing's working. Yeah, so so there's a lot of, like I said before, scribes of a particular group of people that, you know, practice the Kabbalah and all of this other stuff, and you know, it all has, once again, negative connotations. The more they practice or look into it, you know, it's not good. Because if it were, these people that practice it all the time, why are they so heinous? You know,
Mm-hmm.
wage war, cause wars, and all of this other stuff, destroy a people just because, you know, they want to control a narrative. You know, and they do all of this in the name of God, a God, some God, gods, whatever.
So you're talking more like societies that we consider secret.
Well, they were secret, you know. Now they're, you know, the way they present themselves, it's kind of like, you know, oh, it's just a joke, you know, all of this stuff that, you know, they're portraying. At one point in time, they tried to squash it. Now they don't even care. You know, if people talk about, you know, their societies and things of that nature, and the people that adhere to it, you know, wholeheartedly as a way of control. And yeah, it's just it's just bad.
Yeah.
But like I said, you know, all of it, you can find it right there in Revelations. You know, when it describes the city or
So where did
the
your
black
journey come
cube.
from? What is it that caused you to have a journey to even think that there was any kind of substance to what this is? Where was that journey from?
From my father. You know, like I said, he's Syrian, and like I said, he was a Mason, not a Freemason.
Well, he might watch this or might be watching. So
Yeah, well, he lives in the UK, so. uh, but yeah.
so your father put you onto this path of having a certain type of understanding. And what is that? What is that religion or that focus or that spiritual walk? What is it called? What is it named? You know, like you have Buddhism, Hinduism, Christianity, uh, you know, all types of different names.
I'm trying to remember, because over different, you know, like civilization rises, civilization fall.
So under this time period, what is it called?
Wow. Um, I can't really think of it right now. Like I said, there's just a lot of strange energy today, but it's all good. But it has to do, once again, with the Kabbalah and, you know, a lot of religions, you know, that you know, I don't want to say it, but who cares? I'm not worried about it. The Ashkenazis, you know, practice.
Okay.
You know, when they came and, you know,
Okay.
took our religion
So who's our and who are the Ashkenazis?
The Ashkenazis are the people who claim to be Jews.
Mm.
They're Jewish. They're not Jews.
Now,
Even Netanyahu, that's not his name. He has an Ashkenazi name, and you can find it anywhere. But yet, he adopted the same scenario
now,
and
who did
changed
they
his name.
take that information from? Who are they?
The coveters, those that, once again, control a narrative through religion. You know.
No, I'm saying you said
Oh, I'm sorry.
the Ashkenazis took something from us. Now, who are us or they?
Us, the Jews. We're not beta Jews. We're alpha Jews.
So break that down to me. What is in your definition, what is that? And why do you consider yourself that?
Oh, I did say us, didn't
Mm.
because I feel kind of responsible because I had in this space and time
Responsible for what, though?
for not sharing information without it being in a song or something that persons had to really sit there and try to figure it out, you know, through the sermon or whatever. But yeah, I had many opportunities to let all this stuff be known because I was taught it, at an early age. My dad wrote books, and next time we do it, I'll cover up the title and let you read some excerpts.
Mm.
You'll find it really interesting. Actually, what's the producer's name who did Star Wars?
George Lucas.
George Lucas. So my dad and his group of whatever, they didn't just write one book. So there's a blue one, there's an orange one, a red one,
Wait,
a black one.
so you went from talking about the Jews and the differences of to George Lucas and your father.
Yeah, my father's material.
What does George Lucas and your father have to do with each other?
Well, from the books, he created Star Wars.
Who did?
George Lucas.
And what about your father? What was that? What is he? How does he play into that? Because you did bring him into it. I'm trying to understand that.
Well, he was in the entertainment industry, amongst other things, and he would, he had connections and ends with the major record labels and things of that nature. Okay. So he would, find different groups and stuff, and help build them up and like get them out there. So, like I said, so he used a lot of his connections and influences to help bring certain artists into stardom, whatever you want to call
notoriety.
It. Yeah. And so yeah, he would just share a lot of information, and the different artists that were signed to him, he would make sure certain material got out. So just like, so you do, I'm not sure if you realize it, but a lot of people that really aren't, performers or whatever,
okay,
they write some pretty heavy songs, and just like Harvest for the World, people never really listened to it and paid attention to the fact, the space and time that we're in now.
mm-hmm.
When they call this time the land of Generation Z. Z's the last letter in the alphabet, and if you continuously, go through the Bible and things of that nature, there's a lot of information, about where we're at right now, this space and time. And yeah, it's just a lot of stuff. It's just a whole bunch of stuff.
So what would you like people to understand based on what it is that you're presenting?
Oh, I just want them to understand that these different religions and things of that nature, really look into them, because if you really backtrack and pay attention, it's all, once again, they're all created to, substantiate their narrative, and keep us in the dark and keep us, guessing and wondering and things of that nature.
Okay. So today came out a little slow. We were trying to figure things out. Had miscommunication on how you were going to introduce yourself or be introduced. But you did. You came out. We've been speaking for a while now, and you were comfortable enough to at least try and go live. And I appreciate you for going live. We
Okay,
are
sorry.
still trying to grow on how we do this roadmap. But if you choose to come back, we can go back into what you are presenting, so we can get a better understanding of what your viewpoint is.
Okay, I'll be more than happy to, but not in my defense, because I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, even if it didn't, come off, more professional, more
Well, it's
thought
not the
of.
profession; it's the optics, and people just sitting trying to like, what are they doing? What's going on?
Right.
Because whoever's watching, they're gonna there's some sense of entertainment value or a value of information, and so we want to make sure that they get one of those too, if not more than that.
I'm sure some of them got,
If they stayed long enough to get to this part,
right. But like I said, next time I'll make sure that, because I was thinking that we weren't gonna, be live, so that threw a lot of stuff off.
Oh yeah, this one was live, thanks to the greatest Mayberry.
Okay, so yeah.
So tell the people your name again.
Oh, Fa'al Gamio.
So Mr. Fayal Gamio, we are going to sign off, and we appreciate you for coming out.
Okay, I was glad that you guys had me here.
Yes, sir. Glad that you came.